to see a longtime fan come on. Sorry I disappeared for like a few months. It must have been a harrowing experience without me. That app is a You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy on TikTok. Hi, Zach. Hi, Aramis. We're painting more today, because why not? I got shit that I need to paint. Because I got that captain done, and I'm very proud of myself.
I didn't realize you would be sitting in the Discord.
No, I'm sitting in the Discord. Hi, bro.
Hi.
Basically, I'm waiting if people have 40k questions they want answered about, like, new lore stuff. That I can answer as best I can. Hi, Sarah. Hi, baby. She does the big scream. She does the big fucking scream, dude. Listen to her. She's just like been like this all day.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge my existence, Dad. Man, I thought I could use a relaxing stream tonight again because of everything that happened today. I told you what happened today, didn't I?
No, I don't think this is the first time I've talked to you today. I'm pretty sure.
I
talked to you yesterday.
Didn't I talk to you over chat just like a little bit ago? Like you asked if we could hang out over call or whatever.
Yeah, busy? And you said no because you were doing other stuff.
Yeah, because I was busy dealing with appeals.
Appeals?
Yeah. So some
transfer sheets.
No. Like on my TikTok appeals. Like for my videos, because a little bit of a fragile old man didn't like that I was calling him out for being racist on my comment section. So he decided to double down, continue to be racist, so I made a video making fun of him. And he then proceeded to report my video for harassment and bullying.
You can't even breathe in today's society without getting reported. It's okay.
And even funnier, he's like, oh, you're just gonna cancel culture me, aren't you? Proceeds to do the very thing he criticizes. And
so I've been, sorry, because, you know, you're talking about Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
Supposedly. I've been going through all of the Forge World models I have for the Eldari.
Yeah.
The Wraith Seer is hilarious because it's got a psychic ability called Horrify. It goes off in the shooting phase at any unit it has shot.
There's a baby.
So it just forces everyone to take a battle shock test.
There's a baby right there. Look at her. She's so tiny. Look, chat. She's so small. But holy shit, what?
Yeah, it just forces you. It's like I look at you, I shoot you, and you take a. Doesn't matter if I kill anything. You just have to take the battle shock test.
A lot of things in 10th edition are forcing people to take battle shock.
Yeah, well, it's really strong because it just gets rid of the objective secure thing, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't
Like,
get rid of objective secure. It gets rid of the value your unit has standing on an objective.
Yeah, it turns it to 0 if you fail it.
Yeah, and like I've been trying to find this, like, if you fail, are you just like done for the whole game, or is it like you have to roll every fucking command phase?
You have to roll every phase until it
passes again.
Yeah, until you pass it. Because if that was the case, then you would just eliminate a unit from participating in capturing points unless it's like secondaries. And you also can't use stratagems on it, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's totally fair. Oh, Aramis asked a good question. What is the Cursed Founding? Okay, so In 40k, there is, for Space Marines, there is the foundings. There's the first founding, which was the original legions, all that kind of stuff. And each founding is like a certain amount of chapters have to be made. The cursed founding was the 13th founding. Haha, unlucky number 13. And essentially what it was supposed to do was that it was an attempt to see if we could improve upon the Space Marines. Not like Primaris improve, like what can we do to change some things about Marines to either make them more aggressive, more hard, like harden like their skin and everything, so on and so forth, that kind of stuff. The reason it's called the Cursed Founding is because it was a resounding failure. Most chapters that came out of it were too mutated to serve properly, and I'm not talking like, oh, it was just like a few tentacles here and there. No, we're talking like blob monstrosities that just would kill and eat anything they saw. And only, I think, like 4 chapters came out of it. And there was the Black Dragons, the, what are they called? The Lamenters, the really sad Blood Angels chapter. And, the Firehawks came out of it. And I remember another one that came out of it. I just don't remember their name. But basically, these 4 chapters are considered cursed. And it's, like, extremely unlucky to be around them. Or, like, you'll catch something by just being in proximity. And people are like, oh, well, what's wrong with them? Like, what exactly makes them, like, cursed? Well, for the Black Dragons, they have a genetic flaw where their bodies overproduce bone. So, like, they grown horns and stuff. Like, their bones start protruding out from their bodies. And, like, they have to surgically cut these bones off. But some of them actually take advantage of that and, like, dip their bones in metal. Like, molten metal, and then, like, let the metal seal over the bones. So they have, like, Wolverine claw kind of things. Then there was the Firehawks, which, basically at this point, they are just the Legion of the Damned. They are, like, it's pretty much just all but confirmed in name that they are the Legion of the Damned. So, like, their mutation was, like, they burst into flames, they're more demonic forms now. That kind of stuff. The Lamenters, everyone didn't really know what the fuck was wrong with them. And, like, everything was going pretty fine for them for a while. And, like, the Blood Angels didn't even have a problem with them. It was mostly just everyone else. Because, like, the Blood Angels are like, hey, you're one of us, and, oh my god, you don't have the Black Rage or the Red Thirst? That's incredible! And then, Fate reared its ugly little head. And, turns out that they're incredibly unlucky. Like, I'm not talking like, oh, they stub their toe once in a while. I'm talking like, one Marine will have a problem where, like, he knew for certain he brought 2 extra magazines of ammo, and they're gone. While another one will just have his Thunderhawk stop working in midair. Just stops working. And upon inspection of the crash, no one can tell him what the fuck happened if he survived.
Assume the worst.
And, like, everybody assumes the worst of these assholes, and they just cannot catch a break. Like, it is just depressing listening to a Lamenter's story. Because, like, they will just stand there and something bad will happen. Evan, one Black Crusade they fought in, the chapter that was supposed to fight with them, the Mortifactors, abandoned them, saying, like, nope, not doing that. That's bad mojo, that chapter right there. And they weathered a Black Legion attack, leaving the chapter down to like 30 men. And the Ultramarines, the Blood Angels, and the White Scars came to relieve them and everything. And after that, like, after they survived, they weathered the Black Legion attack. The Ultramarines chapter master, Marnius Calgar, was like, hey, you guys did an incredible job. We are going to reward you with the highest honor that we could reward Ultramarines with. Yes, which is like, oh my god, a first founding chapter is rewarding us. Like, this is the biggest honor ever. The Lamenters, in shame, denied the reward. Because they felt like they didn't deserve it. And they explained as much to the Ultramarines, and they're like, oh no, we fully understand, don't worry about it. Everyone else saw that as an insult. Everyone else didn't like that. So they got ostracized again. And then even worse was the Babdab Civil War, where they were like, oh yeah, no, why would Luft Huron ever lie to us? Why would the Astral Claws, our best friends, the people that stood beside us and defended us against, like, the worst things, ever betray us? They're totally not Chaos Inflicted. Joke's on you, motherfucker. Essentially, if you are a part of the Cursed Founding, you have some sort of strange genetic flaw that was purposely coded into your system that was supposed to be an improvement. But it turns out that it's not. And yeah, no, you do not want to be a part of the Cursed 13th Founding. Now, luckily for the Lamenters, they're still alive today, but at that point, it's not really lucky, it's just prolonged suffering. Because even now, there's, like, even their Primaris Marines are suffering from terrible luck. Each founding is pretty interesting in and of itself, unless it's, like, just skimmed by, like, the 25th founding. There was one chapter that was founded that baffled everyone, and it was for the Dark Angels, the Disciples of Caliban. No one for the life of them knew why, no one knew why the Dark Angels got, like, a brand new subchapter just right out of the blue. And a lot of people started theorizing, like, oh, do the Dark Angels have dirt on the High Lords? The answer is yes. Yes, they do. And the Disciples of Caliban are a special chapter designated solely under the orders of the Dark Angels. Like, they don't move unless ordered to. By, like, Daddy Chapter. It is really freaky. 10th may be the edition I finally built a little squad. Necrons most interest me because Magic the Gathering deck. So any advice for getting started? For Necrons, your best bet is to get a Get Started box from GW. Because they give you a really good deal, bang for your buck.
Hold on, I could actually pull it up. I'm on their website.
Oh, thank you.
Necrons, their Get Started box. Where is it?
Just note that if you're going to get into Warhammer, it's an expensive hobby. So, like, do not just go dropping thousands of dollars on this. Take your time, appreciate what you build.
Your wallet will cry.
Your wallet will cry.
Yes. The wallet will cry. I don't... Why isn't it on their specific thing? Like, they have the 8th edition, or the 9th edition box set that has the Space Marines as well, but they don't have...
I'm looking.
Especially if you decide to specialize on, like, Death Korps 3.
Who is this, by the way? Who's
even...
speaking?
This is TCOM.
Oh, hi, Tika. What the fuck?
Army in a box, combat patrol. Yeah, they don't have a box.
Oh, they just have Command Edition.
Yeah.
All right, well,
So they haven't gotten a box released yet, so that's probably the most expensive army to try and start off and play, or they just don't release it anymore. Because I'm pretty sure at the store where we live, they have one box still from like 8th edition.
if you can find a Get Starting Box Necron box from your local hobby store or your local GW, because that gives you a lot of value for your buck. But my God, dude, your keyboard clicks.
My board, sorry. I'm doing a generalized Google search to see if they have one, right? But it doesn't look like it.
Looking for starting boxes?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there it is. So it's a combat patrol. It looks like it's got Immortals, Death Marks, their bikes, and a flyer with an Overlord.
Yeah. Where is that?
Oh, I just Googled it and I'm looking. Where did it bring me? What is this? It's like a Google shop.
It should bring you. It's gotta be bringing you to Amazon.
Maybe.
But yeah, if you want to get into it, get yourself an Overlord, get yourself like a squad of warriors or immortals, because those are your main troops, and just slowly build up your army from there.
Death Marks are snipers, by the way.
Yeah, they're like special sniper units. They're really cool.
Yeah, I remember I brought in Shadow Sun one time, and our buddy, he used a stratagem where the Death Marks deep stroke in as well, and just straight up nuked Shadow Sun instead, and it's like, oh, well, I just don't get to play with an HQ anymore.
I hate Death Marks as much as I hate Tau. Because I play Iron Warriors usually. So,
How does it feel? How does it feel to be the ass of the joke?
it feels amazing. It feels every day.
You just have to get generic Chaos box, though.
It can only go up from here. I can't go any lower.
That's what you think.
Don't tell me that. I'm hanging on by a thread, man.
I'm a Tau Eldar player. I will beat you down.
Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen of non-binary pals, my brother, he will beat you down.
Yeah, as long as my rolls aren't absolutely devastating like our first 10th edition match. Oh my god.
Hey, Storm Surge, fire upon those Centurions. You got it. Did you hurt them?
Hit 6 times. Okay, now wound them 6 times, because as soon as I wound one, I'm basically killing one. I go and roll 5 ones.
And I saved the last one.
I wounded him on 2s.
No rerolls.
Wound him on 2s, and I roll 5 ones.
I would drown you with cultists.
You'll drown us in cultists.
That's okay. I'll just step on you with 3 Wraith Knights.
Yeah, no, so here's the thing. My brother plays Tau like an actual military. He just looks at Eldar and says, what's the biggest thing I can get?
I have an unbuilt Revenant Titan that I need to find arms for still.
Right, you still have that fucking thing, right?
Yeah, I do. I need to talk to Kyle to see if he can get a hold of a 3D printer guy that he uses. See if we can get 3D printed off arm casts for it.
You can also ask Roy.
He's a bit busy right now. Oh, when I was down at the store recently, he was there, and he was paying someone to let him build a Baneblade and customize it. He put honeycombs inside of, like, the turrets and stuff like that, and he has bees coming out of the Demolisher.
Yeah, Josiah was telling me about that.
It looked so sick! I was like, oh my god. Oh, and for, like, he sits there and he does Chaos Knights, and he makes it Chaos Knights before the Chaos Knight box came out. Like, if I could find just his, like, armies in general. Oh my god.
Yeah, he doesn't post them online, does he?
No, like, I want to ask him next time I see him just to bring all of his stuff down so we can take pictures and create like a Warhammer 40k picture chat that you could put in.
I just say put it in my safe for work art, because 40k
Safe
is
for
usually
work art.
safe for work,
I guess.
unless it's like those old Barbie conversions we saw.
Oh, the Slanesh player! He took Barbies and turned them into chaos figures for his Slanesh army.
I was genuinely like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, he had a Helldrake Barbie. What is it? A Devastator? The thing with the crab claws or whatever it is?
It's the Warpsmith.
No, not that guy. Like the one that has like the crab legs and then it has the upper torso with the
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, the
yeah, it's in Dawn of War.
Defiler.
Defiler. Yeah, that's it. He turned the torso of that into a Barbie. Oh my god. Like he had like miniature Slanesh demon nets. They were
I
oh
have
my
a
god.
question. Was his name Sid?
No,
I don't think it was. He was British though.
no, he was French.
What, French?
Yeah, he was French.
It's
Was he?
arguably worse.
Ah. That was just oh my god.
He's the
seeing
guy
that-
who taught us how to paint too.
Yeah, I know, he taught
Which
us
is
how to
even
paint.
funnier. Like, it's really fucked up, but like that guy taught us how to paint. Really nice guy, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel like
Great
he got
guy.
banned from a tournament with that army.
Yeah, he did get banned. It was a very much not safe for work art.
Oh my god, it was so fucked. Again, really nice guy. 10 out of 10 taught us how to paint.
I just don't paint as often as you do.
Yeah, because you're usually like really fucking busy and this is my job.
Sure. I'd pay people to paint my armies for me if I wasn't hurt and couldn't work right now. Oh yeah, so the flyer I took a picture of and sent it to you, William,
Oh,
earlier. Yeah, it's called Night. It's a Nightwing.
didn't you see the name of it when like you bought the model?
Yeah, I couldn't remember its name though off the top of my head. So when I was just reading through the Forge World rules there, I was really,
Oh, fuck me.
I was like, oh okay. It's
Question.
not
There's
go ahead.
there's a question for you.
me.
Yeah, there's a question for you from Zach. He's asking, what was it like living with me?
What was it like living with you?
Yeah, what was it like to live with Boss?
Well, this is it's a experience and a half. But when you were getting bullied, you basically had not just me as an older brother, but also Jay and Carr as well, eh?
Yeah. But
That
then,
was,
like, it was a situation of you don't bully him, we bully him.
Yeah, it's like you keep your hands off. This is ours. But at least Jay didn't practice his kickboxing into your side like he did
No,
with
he
me.
did that with you.
Yeah, with his grad ring that stuck an inch off of his finger because of this birthstone that was on it. Oh my god, I had bruises on my sides for months.
So, Zach, to answer your question, me and my brother, though we disagree and we don't get along sometimes, we have a very much closer relationship than a lot of other siblings. But when we were really, really little, like when I'm talking like he was a toddler, I was but a wee baby, he tried to give me away.
Oh, yeah, so... Yeah, our aunt was visiting, and so I'm sitting there, and our aunt is about to leave. I decided to, because she's holding him, grab his car seat and say, "You're forgetting this," as I bring it to her as well.
My brother did not want any siblings, he wanted to be an only child when he was like tiny boy.
Yeah. I also wedgied you enough that I tore your underwear, which was
Yep.
very, very bad for me afterwards.
Yeah, there was a thing that my mom said that she said to you at one point, like, one day he's gonna stand up to you, and on that day I'm not gonna say shit.
He has yet to actually stand up to me, but I never did anything really after that.
Yeah, no, we both mellowed out. We both mellowed out a lot, and we do have like a way better relationship than a lot of other siblings do, because like we both like it's sort of that thing where you just kind of understand each other a lot better than a lot of other people would, and just like understanding everything that we both went through. So yeah, that what was it like living with me? I could have been painful sometimes. He could be painful sometimes, but like we usually got along very well.
Yeah. And because we also shared a lot of similar hobbies, like I bet wasn't our like biggest bonding point literally just
It was playing Halo.
Halo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just playing Halo. And like it's you can have no better bonding time with your sibling than playing video games with them, in my opinion.
Yeah. One of our best memories of that was when Halo 3 first came out and playing online with that. We had the team capture the flag or whatever it was is 5v5, right? Or no, not capture the flag, just regular team deathmatch Slayer.
Team Deathmatch was
And-
4v4.
I thought it was 5v5.
No, it was 4v4.
Okay. So we had I felt like it was 5v5 because I thought we had
No,
3
capture the
teammates
flag-
quit on us.
Capture the Flag was 5v5.
That's what it was then, because it was
Yeah.
capture the flag then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the map Valhalla, so like basically the Blood Gulch of Halo 3. That was the map. We had a person with 2 guests, so 3 people on the same console ended up quitting. And so it was just me and Boss here. I don't like I feel uncomfortable calling you that.
You can just call me bro or whatever.
Bro. But so we're sitting there. We're like, okay, we got this, easy. So he hops into a bench. He starts flying over. I grab the sniper, quickly hop on the grav lift, get to the middle of the map, pick up the Spartan laser. He takes out their Banshee. I take out their Warthog. We're already up 5 kills. He can easily walk into their base and grab the flag. And I just sat in the middle of the map with a sniper and a Spartan laser, killing whatever came up. No one stood a chance against us that match.
I believe the final score was like 3-1.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that was a really good bonding moment for me and my brother.
Halo. And then Halo Reach came out.
And then we played that ad nauseum.
You just unlocked the core memory.
You just unlocked a core memory.
Yeah, playing the beta on ODST.
Oh. ODST was also another really good thing because of just Firewatch.
Firefight.
Firefight. I call it Firewatch because I do that at work sometimes.
I don't remember watching fires in Firefight. Unless
That's
it
what
was
you
you,
think.
like spamming the fire grenades.
And the flamethrower, don't forget the one level where there's the flamethrower.
As I was just sitting there watching you burn everything down like a pyromaniac.
Oh god, what was it? General order number 7? Keep sound the alarm because the fire is ordered? I don't remember. It's been years.
What?
It's a military thing. One of the general orders is to sound the alarm in case of fire or disorder.
That's just life knowledge. You see a fire in building, there's a fire alarm in that building 90% of the time. So go and look for that.
What are you doing? Looking for the fire alarm? Why? There's a fire in the kitchen.
No, let it burn.
sitting there staring at it get bigger. Yes.
Jenkins, what the fuck are you doing? Put out the fire! No, it must burn.
It must burn. We must start anew. The cleansing fire comes for us all.
Exterminatus!
God.
We shall treat, Vulcans once said that we shall treat our enemies with dignity and respect deserved among them, and that we shall do no further harm upon them than what else we need do. So that means we're gonna stop using flamethrowers, right? I don't understand the question.
I find it hilarious that like one of the nicest Space Marine chapters / legions, you just probably one of the most horrific ways to kill someone.
They're walking war crimes.
I have to respond with, like, people keep saying the salamanders are extremely nice. That's not true. Salamanders are more human. They're more in touch with their humanity.
I'll give you that.
Because, like, unlike a lot of Space Marine chapters that are just like, no, you have to, like, kill the human inside you. You have to be, like, this inhuman monster to face down the horrors that we face down. The salamanders don't believe that, and, like, they have, like, a very strong sense of community and such.
The Kakardons would like to know your location.
The Kakardons are a bunch of fucking kleptomaniacs! Literally, their only book is them fighting the Night Lords over prisoners. And that's basically for, like, recruitment. And the Concordons win that fight, don't tell anybody, so when the Imperial response finally comes, because you're like, oh no, Night Lords are attacking a prison, we can't let them get those prisoners, all they find is an empty-ass space station. Like, devoid of everything except, like, Night Lord corpses. And just, like, a little IOU message from the fucking, Concordon saying, yo, Red Tithe, ours. And just, like, everyone's like, what the fuck is the Red Tithe? Fucking Concordons are assholes.
But they're funny, though.
I mean, like, they're funny in that way where they're just, like, extremely straightforward for 40k.
They have a shtick, and they stick to it.
Pretty much. And, like, all you can do is just throw up your arms and say, I guess, whenever they do a thing. How much of myself can I sacrifice to be closer to the machine god before it's seen as heresy? To the Mechanicus?
Not
You could
enough.
be a
It'll never
floating
enough.
brain in a jar, and you're fine. Everyone else will just think you're weird.
It'll never be enough.
But yeah, you'll never be able to truly become one with the machine because, like, you still need your brain. You will still be flesh no matter how much you try.
Or you could be like, what's his name from Forges of Mars, who just steals other people's brains to implant into his own.
No, don't do that. That's terrifying. But yeah, like, those mysterious chapters, like the Red Scorpions, the Space Sharks, the Blood Ravens, all of them are, like, extremely interesting. Though, like, someone asked, like, recently, like, oh, so what was the inspiration for, like, the Red Scorpions? And the creators of the Red Scorpion Space Marine chapter literally just looked at each other, looked back at the person asking the question, and then said, yeah, no, they're basically just, like, full-on Space Marine Nazis.
Oh god.
Because they're so fucking, puritanical, and just, like, overly zealous. And, like, they're like, why was it the most popular chapter on Forge World? I don't know. I don't know why.
Like, are we talking, like, Black Templars on meth? Like, I know very little about the Scorpions.
Apothecary per squad.
Oh.
And, like, rigorous purity testing.
Oh.
Like, to an uncomfortable degree.
Don't tell them about the Blood Angels, then.
They fucking hate anyone that it doesn't meet their pure standards.
So they just hate everybody, period.
But pretty much, they even don't like the Ultramarines.
Oh god. Who are they a founding of?
We don't know. It is highly, highly, theorized that they, descend from the Emperor's children.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, don't tell them that. They will kill you over it. Someone...
Yeah, that actually does make sense, that need for perfection.
Someone actually said that to them, and they gutted that man alive.
I would do the same thing. I don't want to be associated with those people.
Well, when you think about, like, modern 40k and what's pure and what's not pure, the first thing that you think isn't pure, by their standards, is the Emperor's children.
I mean, look at them.
I'm sorry I can't hear you over the sound of the wubs. Can you get a megaphone?
I mean, look at Fabius Bile. Look what happened to him.
You mean cancer patient Zero who cloned himself? Oh my god, he's a... when you listen to him, he's like the mad scientist, Dr. Frankenstein. And then, like, when you read, like, what he's done, he's a horrific monster. He's got the charisma, I'll give him that. He's a fucking monster. Could I kill the Emperor with the God Killer gun from Drive Angry?
You died before being able to get a chance to do it.
He's not... Okay, so the thing is, the Emperor isn't technically dead. The joke from Princess Bride, your friend is only mostly dead. There's a big difference between dead and mostly. Put him on the table. The Emperor is... How do I put this?
What? He's a skeleton that's somehow alive.
The brain lives, but the body is dead.
Yeah. He has no mouth, it must be.
And... the problem then becomes, can you kill him or not?
I mean, if the theory is true, if he's a perpetual or not, probably not.
He is perpetual. The problem is that the body that he currently has is currently keeping everything functioning.
Oh. I kind of tuned in last second there. I thought you were talking about Lucius for a second.
God, no! God, no! Lucius Catherine the 13th? Are you kidding me? Yes, he sits upon the golden throne!
Like I was saying, I kind of tuned in late onto that, and I heard you can't really kill him, and I'm like, Lucius?
No, you can't. You can't kill the Emperor of Mankind. Well,
if Lucius was a perpetual, everyone is fucked.
the problem becomes what happens to humanity if the Emperor when his brain finally gives out, because the Golden Throne is failing. No one knows how to fix it.
Well, trillions are going to starve to death because there's no Astronomicon and there's no way.
You're thinking small. You're thinking small.
That's my first thought.
Yes, trillions will starve. Here's a bigger problem. You have no space travel anymore. You have no faster than light travel. So yes, not only will your citizens starve, your empire collapses. It's why 40k literally, it's literally why in the lore they state the Imperium cannot survive. Because the second the Emperor goes, everyone's fucked. And then there's the problem with what happens if the Emperor dies on Earth. The Emperor is sitting keeping a Chaos Portal contained. The second he goes, that portal opens up and demons come flooding through. It's why he was out of the Horus Heresy for the majority of the fight. Because Magnus fucked up.
That's why the Custodians really didn't do anything during the Horus Heresy either.
They're so fucking useless.
Not anymore. I mean, they left there finally. They really haven't done much since that.
Hey, Masters of Spoofing, how did you get spoofed by the Bible studies kids? Dead serious, read First Heretic, they get spoofed. The Masters of Spying and Spoofing get fucking spied and spoofed in turn by the Word Bearers. It is so fucking stupid. How does this death end FTL? So how it works in 40k, how warp travel works in 40k, is that we literally tear open a hole in reality and we travel through that. Now, the warp on the best of days can be described as a screaming lunatic that no one can make sense of. And so what we use is the Astronomicon, which is essentially where the psychers aboard the ship essentially figure out where you are in relation to the Astronomicon. So think of it as like a lighthouse. Where are we in space to that? And that's how you like chart out the galaxy. Is that you're my position, their position. And the second we lose that, we have no way of knowing where we travel through the warp.
I mean, there was a second lighthouse, but you know the Iron Warriors had to go fuck that up.
No, they didn't fuck that up.
Really?
So it's a complicated position, but the Iron Warriors, who were still loyalists, who sided with the Ultramarines, they were defending the place. They were defending the Special Beacon against the Night Lords, and they were set to be overrun. So instead of letting the Night Lords get a hold of that and sabotage it to their heart's content, the really cool, badass Iron Warriors Warsmith evacuated all of his troops and then set the thing to self-destruct, which then blew up, denying the Night Lords a resource to use. But inadvertently also beginning the Tyrannic invasions 10,000 years down the line.
Good job.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
I just found a website because, you know, I'm trying to find stuff for 30k, right?
Yep.
For Alpha Legion. This website is actually got some pretty crazy 3D prints for Alpha Legion stuff.
Sick. Sounds like
Yeah.
humans are less an empire and more scotch tape paper dolls in an inferno. Oh, buddy! Oh, buddy, you have no idea how bad the Imperium is. Completely forgotten about, or it's blown off the face of the fucking galaxy. Because the Imperium just can't be fucked to deal with it.
Have the resources.
I brought the example of the Taros campaign, which was like Tau versus Imperium, and how
Fuck.
the Imperium just completely botched the campaign. They totally underestimated the Tau, and were like, oh, they're just aliens, they're stupid, we'll easily crush them. And then proceeds to get their asses beat in space, proceeds to get their asses beat on the ground, and then when the Tau are just like, hey, like, we get it, like, your governor betrayed you and everything, so how about this? We'll give you the governor so you can make an example of him, yada yada yada, and, like, we just forget this whole thing ever happened. Like, a reasonable thing to just negotiate with the side that has lost tens of thousands of men before they even touch the fucking ground. And then the Imperium says, "Nay, we will take this dust ball from you." And then the Tau just proceed to beat their asses off the planet.
Don't forget the clusterfuck that was the Damocles Crusade.
Oh, don't even get me started on that one.
Ultramarines got fucked.
It wasn't just Ultramarines, it was everybody.
I know, but I love it when Ultramarines get fucked.
Granted, those books make you really hate Shadow Sun, which sucks.
In the game, she's pretty cool, decent model. In lore-wise, she's an absolute
Bitch! Like, grabs her men, throws them in front of her kind of a thing.
Hello? What's up?
Hey, if you could you take it away? Thank you. So,
I'll have to go and check.
if the Emperor is still alive, is it like a glass tube or a... He is literally stuck on a throne. He is literally a corpse on a throne. It's why they call him it's why, like, Chaos Marines call him the Corpse Emperor. Because he's literally a skeleton on a throne.
Really, the only thing part of him that's still alive is his psychic essence. That's about it.
Yeah, his brain and his psychic essence are still alive, but, like...
Which an ungodly amount of people have to be sacrificed to do that.
I can hear that road.
What? What was that, Alex? Okay, well, he's not listening to me. But yeah, no, he's literally a corpse hooked up to a he's literally a corpse hooked up to a throne.
I will
that's
see
keeping him
you right
alive.
away then.
And, like, there's nothing he can do about it. He's just stuck there. And it's proven that, like, he sees everything that's going on in the galaxy. So, like, imagine just being, like, a vegetable. Like, your body's a vegetable. And, like, you're just kind of stuck watching...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You're just kind of stuck watching the most depressing, soap opera ever.
He intervenes every once in a while,
When he can.
Yeah.
which is almost never.
I think we have a single hamburger bun that I noticed.
Alex!
That's still upstairs.
I am going... Alex! Mute yourself, please! I'm muting him.
Yeah, see you shortly. Bye.
Excuse you. I can't handle the squeaking of your chair. But yeah, like that's the Emperor in a nutshell. He's stuck on the throne, can't do shit. He's still an asshole to his kids.
Yeah, he's not really someone to look up to. He was a total dick.
There's a reason why his wife scattered their kids throughout the galaxy. I would much rather them be free on a different world than slaves to a man who doesn't care about them, is her words. So he's sitting there with tubes coming out of his back into his throat, and he speaks to you through others' minds. Is the Emperor just Nagito from Naruto? He doesn't really talk anymore. Last person he talked to was Gulliman, and that conversation can be bummed down to, how do I fix the Imperium? You can't, kid. Good luck fixing this mess.
And Gilliman said, "Fucking watch me."
He didn't kill him.
I mean, he sends visions to what's that group of custodians? They're librarians, basically.
Custodians don't have librarians.
They have a group of guys who interpret like his visions and shit. I forget what they're called.
Yeah, but they're not psychers.
Oh, they're not psychers.
They're not. They're just people he puts visions into, and they just go through like the whole thing of, oh, I understand what Dad is trying to tell me. And then, like, they usually get it wrong because they're stupid.
It would also help if his visions weren't so cryptic.
Yeah, well, guess what? The Emperor's a cryptic asshole. Like, half the time I think he just likes watching his people fail.
That is probably an accurate assessment. Even when he was alive. The one thing to prevent the Horus Heresy, just tell everyone your plan. Nope. Not gonna do that.
No, I can't risk anyone learning about it, including Chaos. Chaos already knew about it! You fucking dumbass! They already know what you're doing! Like, they literally tell Horus, oh yeah, he's gonna kill us. Like, that's the plan. And he's gonna make, like, humanity, like, do this and that. So, like, he's harming us. They already knew what he was doing! He's just an over-arrogant asshole!
An over-arrogant, paranoid asshole.
And people are gonna say, like, oh, well, he's paranoid because, like, his wife betrayed him. Yeah! Because he was a dick!
I wanted to see that custody battle in court. That would be great.
I'll tell you how that custody battle went. All the Primarchs got scattered across the galaxy. That's how that custody battle went.
I remember how much her alimony was.
It was, I get to live in a cave, dude. And then get killed by Erebus before I can do anything else that's more interesting.
Oh, I should have fit.
Just because they're paranoid does not mean they are not out to get you. No, Chaos was fully out to get the Emperor because, like, he's a thief. He stole their shit and they wanted it back. And then he was like, oh yeah, no, I put it in all my kids. And they're just like, fine, we'll take your fucking kids.
They sent their collections agents after him, and when they couldn't get their shit back, they went after the next most valuable thing.
Yeah, pretty much. With Korn going for the angry one, Nurgle going for the smelly one, Tzeentch going for the fucking idiot. I love Magnus, but I'm gonna be the first one to call him a fucking idiot. Each and every time. I love my Thousand Sons, but I'm gonna be the first one to start ragging on them.
For someone who liked to brag how smart he was, and how...
He sure was a fucking idiot.
For someone who every time he met all of his other brothers, he tried to prove his mental superiority. It never worked out.
Okay, so seeing the future in 40K is not what you think it is. It's not like the simple, like, oh, so A happened, so I need to do B. It shows you thousands of different futures, and then you just have to hope you pick the right one. But
But you just see the worst one.
here's the really scummy thing that Eldred Ulthran had to learn the hard way. Predicting the future changes the future because of spite. Because you knew something that you're not supposed to. So every time the Eldar keep looking into the future, and they're like, oh, we have to do this to save our species, they're just not learning. They're not learning the lesson that life is trying to teach them. Every time you look into the future, your future changes. Because how dare you get spoilers? So now, it changes to getting you fucked over. And then they didn't learn, so it keeps happening.
The Necrons haven't seemed to learn this yet.
Now, there's a difference between a vision and, like, intentionally looking into the future. If you're a psyker and you get a vision, that is telling you something that you need to do. Something in the warp is telling you you need to do this. Intentionally going into the time stream and looking at... Alex, my fucking god, dude!
What?
Your chair!
Oh, it's bad, eh?
Yeah, it's fucking bad, dude. Holy shit, I have to turn you down because, like, you're like overpowering me.
I don't
You're making my tinnitus act up.
Either way, so, like, when you look into the future, life will just fuck you in the ass at that point, because, like, you're not supposed to know some of these things. The only one who could look into the future and it was solid was Sanguinius, and he was destined to die. Like, there was nothing he could do. Now, granted, that means that Sanguinius could practically do whatever he wanted, but, like...
His end was already set.
His end was already set. And eventually, he would have to go and face the music. Which is essentially him going to Horus and accepting his fate. Because, like, he just knew there was no escape from it. You'll have to meet the Grim Reaper eventually, kind of a thing. And
if Lucius has anything to say about it.
Nah, Lucius literally can't die, Slaanesh won't let him.
No, I know.
And, yeah, so, like, there's very clear differences on, like, actual future sight and then, like, getting a vision of the future. And usually, like, the vision of the future is, like, the warp telling you, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Or it's just Zinch.
Or it's just Zinch shenanigans. Speaking of Zinch, is it true that Zinch has plans that have paid off until millennia later? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The guy is constantly planning. He doesn't even know, like, he essentially is constantly weaving this tapestry of plans that even he doesn't know what the end goal is. He just knows that eventually everything will come as planned.
That's the entire first Grey Knights book, is a plan that took thousands of years to complete.
Yeah, and then the Grey Knights both end up winning and losing. Because it doesn't matter in which, if Zinch's plans succeed, it's the fact that they happened anyway. So long as the plans happen, Zinch is happy.
As long as something is changing.
Yeah, because failure breeds change. Success does not. Because you learn from your failures and you can change. You don't learn from success. So Zinch just wants you to accept fucking change, dude. He's just gonna be a dick about it.
In the
I just
worst
thought
way
God-
possible.
I just thought God of Failure is perfect for Magnus.
Oof. But yeah, it's... Part of the reason why I get really bent out of shape with people that don't understand 40k or try to co-opt it and, like, their horrific messaging is that 40k is meant to be a universe where everything went wrong. Literally everything. And that, like, you're not supposed to idolize this universe. You're supposed to be like, you can be fascinated by it. I'm fascinated by it. I like to see how this grimdark universe and how everything interacts in this universe goes about doing things. But, like, I get really bent out of shape when someone's like, for serious, like, says that the Imperium is the greatest society.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, no, that's where I get bent out of shape. And, like, everything in 40K, hey, from the Horus Heresy to the battle books, everything, when you really break it down, when you take time to, like, actually break down everything that happens, what did the characters do, or what happened? What did we lose in one book?
Everything.
Pretty much. The Horus Heresy is humanity barely surviving its own civil war. The Tyranid invasions are a perfect example of ineptitude and just la 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 la, I can't hear you, la 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 la, and ignoring the problem. Just everybody ignoring the problem.
Until it punches you in the dick.
Until it literally comes punching you in the dick. Like, why is chaos so tempting and tantalizing to join, even though, like, you see what it does to people? Because it offers an out.
It offers the freedom of choice.
It does. It offers you a choice. And that is so tantalizing to someone who wakes up in the morning, like, as, like, sardine with 5 other human beings, next to another group of 5 other human beings, so on and so forth, and that you all have to share this one space. It offers freedom. It's a false freedom, because you're now enslaved to the gods, but they offer it anyway. Because what else do you have to lose? So is there anyone in 40K normal? People. There are regular people in 40K. Most people will never experience what the fuck happens in, like, these major battles in a lifetime.
They'll never hear about it, usually.
Yeah, like, they say in the books that a regular human meeting a Space Marine is extremely rare. Like, regular humans will never see Space Marines in their lifetime. Maybe the odd one. But, like, your life in the Imperium is you wake up, you work, you go to sleep. Just, like, you don't get paid. You're probably starving. Because...
Unless you're uber lucky and we're super rich or into
yeah.
a really good family.
And, like, when you read all these books, and, like, you read from, like, the guardsmen, the civilians, the aristocrats, like, the rich and everything, you see just how disconnected everybody is. And just, like, how the aristocracy is completely like, oh, the peasants? You mean those filthy flesh bags down there? Just the rich in our modern world taken to, like, they're both logical and illogical extremes. The people in 40K are starving peasants, indentured servants, that just, they can't catch a break. You are born to die in the factory, or, like, you live a pretty boring life. Or you live in the slums. Just depends on where you live.
There's a line that's repeated across basically most of the books. The only real currency in 40K is the human life.
Yeah. Your value is your body, and that's it. And that's if you sacrifice it for the Imperium. That is horrific. we as a society nowadays really put stock on individuality. And just to have your individuality ripped away from you, to have no choice, no say in what you want to do with your life, like, you could become a priest, or you could become a factory worker, or you could become a soldier. That's it. And most people choose being a soldier, because at least you get food. And then you die literally the second you get off the ship. Or, like, you're extreme, like, they really, like, hammer this home. It is extremely rare for a guardsman to get to retirement age.
What is it? If I remember correctly, it's like 10 years service in the guard?
It's 7.
Oh, okay.
You have to survive 7 years in order to be considered for retirement.
And then the needs of the Imperium will fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit 7 years? Well, we need you over here, so... Fuck
Yeah, it's terrifying. And there's just nothing you can do about it. Mighty Emperor, the loyalist civilians yearn for the mines!
That's great.
Oh god. But yeah, no, like... If someone unironically says they want to live in the Imperium, you walk the other fucking way as fast as you can. Those people are not right in the head. And, like, I get when, like, people from the outside are looking in and just see, like, all they see is the cool power armor like Space Marines have. Do not get me wrong, I love Space Marine power armor. I think it looks sick, I think it looks amazing. And then you read what it's like to have that thing put on you, and you're like, haha, no!
Well, not even just put on you, but all the shit you have to go through just to get to wear it.
Yeah. It is not a nice process. It is horrific.
It makes the Spartan 2 program look like child's play.
Yeah, and unironically, Spartans are actually far superior to Space Marines. Unironically. Faster, like, way stronger. Sure, Space Marines can spit acid. And yeah, way smarter, too. And a lot more tactically flexible.
They actually have an education.
Yeah.
They were actually taught about science and history and math.
And not just that, they don't believe in stupid shit like honor. Oh, you dishonorable bastard! How dare you snipe my friend? Bang! Cool. While you were bitching about honor, I've killed like 10 of you. And like, what about people that like joined the Tau? And people were like, for the longest time, oh, the Tau are the good guys in Warhammer. And then GW said, no, they're not. And people went, what? What do you mean they're not the good guys? Oh, no, the Ethereals are totally brainwashing everybody. What? Yeah, the greater good's a lie.
Which is funny now, because they're birthing a god. Because of it.
Yeah. It's...
Are you winning, son, now?
Are you winning, son?
No. No one is winning. It's horrible.
40K has always been a franchise that is, this universe sucks, and it's a big old sandbox that we can play in. It's why you shouldn't feel bad about sending soldiers to die in 40K when you're playing the games. Never feel bad about sending your troops to die. Because that's just the universe. And
I feel bad.
there, like I said, there are characters that we root for in Warhammer. You cannot look at me and say there's not characters we don't root for. Kaifus Kane, Garvia Loken, all these different characters in the books. They are painfully human.
Guardsman Hawk just keeps getting fucked.
Like, there are characters we root for in Warhammer. But you also have to realize who these characters are working for or what their end goal is. Like, I rooted, like, when I read the Abaddon books, I rooted for Abaddon. But that's just it. We root for our protagonists. And a protagonist does not mean good guy. It means the main character of the story.
Do I root for Perturabo? Yes. Do I also know he's a horrible person that just... No.
He's a...
Also, yeah.
Oh! Perturabo's a creature in of himself.
Oh, that man needs therapy. He needs therapy bad.
That man needs to stop fantasizing about his sister.
Most primaries need therapy.
Oh god. Why'd you have to remind me of the sisters?
Because I am constantly reminded of it, and I hate it.
Oh god. And I remember there are people who say, well, it's his stepsister. I'm like, that doesn't make it better.
Cool, what are you doing, step bro? Oh, you know, putting an autocannon on the tank. You could put your autocannon in me. What the fuck? But yeah, like, it's why, like, whenever someone asks me, are there any good guys in Warhammer? And then I give the answer of, no. It turns a lot of people off, because when you're playing a game, you want to play the good guy. A lot of the time.
No, it depends on the person. A lot of people like playing the bad guy.
Oh, yeah. But, like, to the people that, like, want to play the good guy strictly, and I say, like, there really isn't, and I'm sorry, I could just see, like, the disappointment on them, because they're like, well, I don't want to play the bad guy, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't.
It's kind of the point of this universe. Everyone is horrible.
You're either playing brainwashed child soldiers in power armor, you're playing, soldiers who are walking into their deaths for a dying empire, a army of lobotomized humans with their their limbs replaced with machine parts, marching to war for old technology that doesn't work anymore, angry nuns who are brainwashed as children to be these warriors of faith and purity, an army of fungus men who just like to punch things and enslave everything that's beneath them. A race of metallic skeletons that want to exterminate all life, because how dare ye? Essentially the Chinese if they were British, which is just the Tau Empire.
Sadistic space elves.
Sadistic space elves, racist space elves, and elves that laugh at your suffering. Bugs that want to eat you, bugs that, like, turn you into one of them and then, like, make you sabotage your fellow man's entire life so that they can eat you later. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and then there's just demons and chaos people that are like...
No. And fungus that just wants to break everything.
No, I just said fungus.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, never go with that one.
No. And then there's dwarves. Recently dwarves, which I really fucking hate this, but it's so fucking funny. They're just space capitalists. They're just space capitalists. Which is fucking funny.
Perturabo has to be so angry they're still alive.
The squats.
Just after everything he went through to get them to join the Imperium, and now they're still here.
Even worse is that, like, they mock the Mechanicus for worshipping the machine, and then they turn around and worship a giant computer. Oh, holy machine, what shall we eat for dinner tonight? Steak and ham!
Mushroom soup.
Praise be! They listen to the magic conch from fucking SpongeBob.
Basically.
All hail the magic conch! Now, granted, their relationship with machines is a lot more interesting because, like, they actually treat their machines like actual family. So that was really interesting to learn.
Huh.
Yeah, they treat, like, the metal men that are around them like actual dwarves. Like, they're brothers in arms.
So they actually treat their AI with respect.
Yeah, because they worship a giant AI made up of their brains. So it's kind of sacrilegious.
Mechanica must hate that.
Oh, they do. But the Imperium will still trade with them. The dwarves returned, and they have money. So the whole step-sibling thing to my family is on par with the normal method of going to the family reunion to get a date. Pretty much. Wait, who has the magic conch? The Leagues of Votan, the new space dwarf army. Their whole society, basically the dwarves were regrouped on this one planet, and then that planet got eaten by the warp, so now they just kind of travel around in, like, merchant fleets. And they all listen to this giant supercomputer made up of the memories and data of their elders. And they basically go up to that thing, pull the cord, and ask, "Oh, wise Votan, what the fuck do we do?" And then the thing tells them, "Nothing," or "Get money and bitches." And then the dwarf leadership throws up their hands and says, "Well, the Votan has spoken!" And then they go off to do their thing. I.e., be space capitalists. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not.
That's not really too far from how the dwarves were in fantasy.
Nah, dwarves in fantasy are even funnier. They just have like a giant book of grudges. Oi, you burped without saying excuse me? That's going in the book.
It's going in the book.
You're going in the book! Oh,
I love how one of their king is just a model with him on a chariot reading the book.
damn right it is.
Fantastic.
Absolute fucking creature when you play like Total War. Dwarves unironically are one of my favorite armies in that game.
I was slightly disappointed by Chaos Dwarves.
I said regular dwarves, not Chaos Dwarves.
Nah.
Fuck Chaos Dwarves. They're boring.
They really
Oh, you're just dwarves with like really squiggly bits. Boo. So these dwarves listen to a core from Amphibia? Yes! Actually! Yes! Actually, that's disturbingly accurate. They listen to like this core from fucking they're just they're so weird. It's so creepy. They don't have a picture of it, which is like the worst thing. No, here it is. Here, I have it library right here. Oh shit. They talk to this fucking thing. They talk to this fucking thing. They go inside of it, and they talk to it, or they upload someone's brain to it.
Simulate it to the hive mind.
Yes, actually, it's so creepy. And they're like, what's wrong? It's just Uncle. It's just Uncle Tommy. Why are you freaking the fuck out? Why are you having a panic attack, you fucking little shit?
It's literally just the dwarven version of Tyranids.
Yeah, but they don't need a synaptic link. They just go to it for fucking advice, like the magic conch. And like they shake it like a magic 8-ball, and it tells them like you're fucked or you're not. Hail the magic conch. And yes, Zach, it's basically like the core from Amphibia.
Magic 8-ball, should I worship chaos?
Maybe someday. Like, I still need to study up on the Leagues of Votann. Like, I never got the chance to.
If they are anything like the old squats, they are just gonna be fantastic.
Well, they were the first army in 40k history to get banned from a tournament before it even showed up.
I know, it was fantastic. They're battle trains.
And then we all just kind of like stared at them like, what did they do? And it was just like, they kill everything turn 1. What are you talking about? And then you watch and you're just like, oh, that's why they needed to be nerfed.
They were literally unkillable. Even if you survived turn 1, nothing you could do could damage their vehicles.
And they would just get constant rerolls against you. It was nasty. Like, Leagues of Votann were just nasty, and I never got to play against them.
I'm kind of happy I didn't. They were absolutely busted when they were released.
Well, like, it would help me talk about it with experience, right?
Yes, I lost half my army with one squad shooting it.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's part of my job, and, like, if I can't do my job, I can't talk about them. Even though I want to learn more about them, it's just, like, no one in town plays them, or, like, everybody who does play them isn't in town.
No, that,
William Kid?
ran into a... Yeah, he plays them.
Yeah, but I can't get in contact with him regularly. And we don't know how Leagues of Votann are doing right now, because I've never bothered to look at their book.
You mean their cards?
Yeah, I haven't looked at their cards yet. You know what, chat? After I'm done this little pauldron here, let's go take a look at what, like, Leagues of Votann do in Modern 40k. There's my friend Wolfgang was bitching about how Mechanicus got nerfed into the ground, and I'm sitting here staring at him like, the fuck are you talking about?
Just be glad you aren't chaos.
What are you talking about? Chaos is good.
Not the Iron Warriors.
Well, that's because they're the fucking ass of the joke. Leave it alone.
Well, no, because we don't have, like, specific keyword factions anymore. Your Iron Warriors are fine. They're just regular Chaos Marines. Get over it.
No.
Get over it. I lost Black Legion stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
Black Legion isn't special anymore. Alright, 40k... 10...
1 second, I'm looking up. Many rules gone. Auto wounds are gone on them. Their void armor is gone. Beam weapons and ballistic skill 3+ are gone on them as well from looks of it.
For Leagues of Votann?
Yeah. The Auspex Tactics guy created a video, so
Oh, well, I don't listen to him. I tend to go in and review for myself.
Hooligan, you just have toxic leadership in the Navy.
Oh, shit. Okay. Eyes of the Ancestors. Each time model from your army with this ability makes an attack, the target's a unit that has one or more judgment tokens. Wait. If your army faction is Leagues of Votann, each time an enemy destroys a League of Votann unit. Also, each time they kill something, they get a token put on them. I mean, you can never have more than 2 judgment tokens. Okay. So essentially, it's just revenge gameplay style. To the end of the model's attack has been resolved, apply the relevant bonuses. Oh, shit! They have a response to, like, the Genestealer cult stuff. Because Genestealer cults, if their infantry gets killed, they just come back. On, like, their table edge. So, like, they just have, like, an infinite amount of troops. Oh, hi, Sarah. So, like, if that unit is killed and it comes back, it still has the judgment tokens on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, if you have 1 judgment token, the dwarves get to add 1 to their hit roll. And now we've got a grudge to settle. If you get 2, they add 1 to hit and wound rolls. These do not stack. If there's 2, you take 2. You don't take 1 and 2.
That would be broken.
At the start of the battle phase, select one of your opponent's army. That unit starts with the battle with 2 judgment tokens. If at the start of any of your command phases that enemy unit is destroyed, you gain a number of CP depending on how early in the battle you destroyed it. Holy shit! Unit destroyed by the start of your first or second command phase. You again. Unit destroyed by the start of your third, fourth command phase. Holy fuck, what?
Oh god.
Oh, their void armor got moved to during your opponent's turn. When your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase, just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. Target 1 League of Votann unit from your army that was selected as the target of 1 or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Until the end of this phase, each time an attack targets your Leagues of Votann unit, worsen the armor pen by 1. Okay, it's not that bad.
So pretty bad.
Alright, what is their... Uthar the Destined. This is their character. This is like their named character, right? Once per turn, you can change 1 hit roll, 1 wound roll, or 1 damage roll to this model to a 6. Oh, okay. Oh, he's got devastating wounds. Okay. So that actually does matter. Because, like, he can do 2 mortal wounds once per turn. Each time an attack is allocated to this model, change the damage characteristic of that attack to 1. What the fuck?
What?
He just turns all damage to 1. On him, of course. On him, but like, holy shit. Once per battle round in your command phase, you can select 1 model from your army with this ability, then select 1 enemy unit that is visible to that model. That enemy gains 1 judgment token. Okay, you old fuck, calm down.
I don't like this.
Call. Okay, so this is another named character. While this model is leading a unit, weapons equipped by this model that have the lethal... Units in that... the unit has lethal hits. Okay. Once battle round, you can do Judgment Token thing. While this model is leading a unit, models let unit have Deep Strike ability. Oh no, Call's just their captain, okay. Enrich Champion, Exemplar of the Enrear. While this model is leading a unit, you can reroll charge rolls. Okay. Each time model ends a charge move, you can select one enemy unit within engagement range. Oh, they just do mortal wounds because, like, he runs into you. Okay. While the bear is leading a unit, models have the deep strike ability. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Grimnir. Okay, Fortify. Oh, he's a psychic now. Okay. While this model is leading a unit, improve the toughness characteristics of model in that unit by 1. Oh, fuck. Once per battle, if this model fails a battle shock test, this model can use his ability. If it does, that unit no longer is battle shocked. What is this army?
Death.
Holy fuck. Boriker Ironmaster. Oh, this is like the robot guys. Okay. Multispectral Visor. While this model is leading a unit, each time model of the unit makes a range attack, add 1 to the hit roll. Okay, so this guy kind of goes... This guy's just kind of like your walking, talking grudge token. At the end of your movement phase, this unit can repair 1 friendly Votan model. Okay. What are their, like... Yeah, this is like their regular infantry. This is their battle line. Yeah. Luck has, need keeps, toils earn. At the end of your command phase, this unit is within range of an objective marker you control. Oh, that objective marker... Oh, they just have these special, like, you keep the objective even if you're not on it.
Oh, sticky objectives.
Yeah, that's sticky. In-rear Hearthguard. Oathband Bodyguard. While a character is leading this unit, each time an attack targets this unit, if the strength characteristic of that attack is greater than this unit's toughness characteristic, subtract 1 from the wound. Oh, fuck. So you can never wound them on a 2. Synthonian Berserks. Oh, Synthonian. Yeah, these guys are from Horus's planet! Let's fucking go! Cyberstims. They have a 4-up. They have a basically, if you go down, you have a 4+ to get back up and fight 1 more time. Subterranean explosives in your shooting phase. This unit has shots. Select 1 enemy unit, excluding vehicles or monsters, that was hit by 1 or more of this unit's mole grenade launchers this phase. On a 4+, until the end of your opponent's next turn, that enemy unit has to subtract 2 from his move roll. Okay. Hurricane Pioneers. Oh, you could just put them in reserve. If they're, like, near the battlefield edge. Cool. Sagittar. Blistering Advance. Units can disembark from this transport after it is advanced. Units that do so count as having made a normal move that phase and cannot declare a charge the same turn, but can otherwise act normally in the remainder of the turn. Oh, okay. Highly mobile. Okay. Brokir Thunderkin. Oathband Covering Fire. Each time you... Oh, they have a 5+ Overwatch.
That's not bad. Dire Avengers get a 4+.
Each time an attack is made with this weapon, if the target is more than 12 inches away from the bear and on a modified hit roll of 4, scores a critical hit. What the fuck?! That is a nasty as fuck weapon. Hecaton Land Fortress. Fire support. In your shooting phase, if this model is shot, select 1 enemy unit, it scored 1 or more hits against this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a friendly model that disembarked from this transport, this turn makes an attack that target the enemy unit, you can re-roll the wound roll. Okay. That's the army.
tanky.
Very tanky and loves its rerolls. Granted, they are slow as fuck at 5 inches. But, their transports more than make up for that. And the grudge tokens are, those are nasty little things.
I think people are going to bring a lot of vehicles to make up for that movement.
Oh yeah, no, that army screams that you need vehicles to make up for it.
Oh, so earlier we were going over Forge World model stuff, right?
Yeah.
Remember the Scorpion?
Yeah, the Scorpion.
Elder? Yeah, so the Scorpion with the new 10th edition rules. So you know what Deadly Demise is, right?
Yeah, it explodes.
Yeah, it explodes. Normally you have to roll a 6 for it to explode. Well, if I decide to shoot you with the Scorpion, if you're a vehicle and or just have Deadly Demise in general, you explode on a 4+ instead of a 6, no matter what.
Lance weapons.
So it's like, here's my 60-inch range, 6 attacks at strength 18, AP -3, damage 5 weapon. And if you're a vehicle and I kill you, I want to see you blow up on that 50-50.
Yeah, so basically, Marines, we lost a lot of our Forge World units. Because GW just wants Marines to focus on, keep Horse... They want to keep Horus Heresy stuff in Horus Heresy. And also sell more Primaris Smalls. So yeah, we lost a lot of our Forge World.
Yeah, there's only 2 Forge World models that you can use in standard 40k now from Forge
No,
World.
there's 4.
I saw 2 off that list you sent me.
There's 4.
Nope. You got the main sheet and then what their upward your option sheet is.
Yeah, we have 4 cards.
4 cards, but 2 models. 2 cards per model.
Let me cope!
Let them have it.
If that's the case, then Eldar get 18, 18 models.
Hey, I'm happy. Orcs got bike bosses back.
Or no, this is Tau. Oh, Tau lost the XV8 Hazard battle suits. From what I saw.
Oh god.
Thank
Yeah, so the
God.
one model that I have with the phased ion guns, I can't use that anymore.
No, what?
Yes.
Ah,
It's like-
GW, why?
It's just heavy infantry guns on that thing. Granted, most Tau weapons are anti-heavy infantry.
As an army that's almost entirely heavy infantry, thank God.
It's okay. I still have the Evara.
Oh, here we are. Imperial armor. Imperial armor. Oh, we just had to scroll all the way fucking down.
Still, I love, like, Riptides, Broadsides, or whatever it is. It's like, we just ignore ranged attack modifiers to the hit roll.
I hate you for it.
Yep, Marines only get the Asterius and the Thunderhawk gunship.
Yeah, told ya. 2 models. And they're both flyers.
What the fuck is the Asterius, though?
Maybe it's a new vehicle?
It's an ass!
How do you spell it?
Oh, it's that giant tank. That giant grav tank the Marines have. Well, what happened to, like, all the fucking characters for, like... That is so weird.
Like, GW, thank you for making, like, the game easier to understand and everything.
Fuck you.
Simplified. But fuck you.
Where the fuck is my Chaos Demons? What the fuck did the Chaos Knights get? Hold on, I'm taking a look.
I mean,
Chaos Reaver Titan?
Yeah, they still get all their fucking shit. Knights still get their stuff. Eldar still get their... Drukhari, what do you get?
Most of the Eldars.
They get Tantalus! They only get the Tantalus.
Sounds tantalizing.
Astra Militarum Part 1. They divided the Astra Militarum into parts. Oh, and they made fucking, they made Death Corps of Krieg their own thing again.
Please don't be ridiculously expensive to have them as an army. I know
They're
it's
still
not-
gonna be expensive, my guy.
I know they are. But please, GW. Have mercy.
Oh, I see what that is. Asteria Super Heavy Tank. Okay.
Yeah, no, this Part 1's entirely a fucking, Krieg jerk-off fest.
Not gonna lie, the Asterius looks pretty cool. I can
it-
understand why they kept it.
And then Part 2 is nothing but flyers and stuff.
GW probably saw all the memes and mistook it for everyone actually loving the Death Corps of Krieg.
Death Corps of Krieg, an army that is supposed to be inspired by and French World War One. And
With German uniforms.
no, actually, the uniform is French.
So if you go into Forge World and you go and check off the vehicle column and scroll all the way down to the very bottom, the very last model is a Death Corps of Krieg heavy artillery crew. Not the vehicle at all, but the 5 models that go with the actual model.
Yep, that giant artillery cannon.
Forge World, please, just have mercy.
There's
But
no
I
mercy.
thought the Storm Eagle assault gunship would be in 40k still.
Nope. Storm Eagles were just in lore. Storm Eagles were just rolling out, lore-wise, and so a lot of the Loyalist legions didn't have them.
So you can use these in Horus Heresy.
Yes, Fire Raptors were originally designed for Horse Heresy.
Dude, Fire Raptor looks sick too.
It's technically a Lord of War because it's supposed to be better than the Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk gunship is over $1,000 Canadian.
Yep.
That's gross.
You want to go halvesies on Thunderhawk?
I'll play it this game and you play it next game. We'll have it split down the middle with her army colors. One side is Alpha, the other side is...
No, dude, you just take it as your Ultramarine thing.
I just leave it, you paint it, and I just take it as the Alpha Legion Warlord thing.
Yeah.
Take it
Oh my
to-
God, the Ultramarines are here. Why are they teal?
Oh god, the exchange rate finally works in my favor. It's only $890 US.
It's so fucking expensive on Forge World.
I know, but the model looks so good.
Can't even use fucking Leviathan Dreadnoughts anymore. Big Sag.
Link's still in the... Phantom. Revan.
One thing that I do like though that they released with the new rulebook is the war for the Tyrannic Wars of Past, so you can replay the old Tyrannic War maps with the new rules.
Link's Pulsar.
That's nice of them. Throwing us a bone.
After boning me. Space Marines lost all their Forge World named characters.
Oh, I haven't seen the Eldar's Forge World character for the Shadow Specters.
He isn't in there.
Yeah.
Same with
Or wait,
Tibero, same with,
Aerolith?
Karab Cullen.
Aerolith is the Shadow Spectre guy.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, he can join Shadow Spectres. So yeah, he's a leader.
Oh, you get to keep your character! Fucking everybody but Marines lucked out on the Forge World.
But you can't buy his model anymore.
Oh. Well, shit.
Yeah, he's about to get real expensive on eBay.
Well, no, because Shadow Spectres are a weird unit. They kind of... I don't know, what do they do again?
So, here, let me scroll up to them. There we go. So, they have a prism rifle with 2 functions. It has Disperse, which has Blast at range 18, D6 attacks. So, they took away its flamethrower mechanism, because that used to be the flamethrower. Ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, AP -1, damage 1. And then they have a focused, which is 24 inches, attacks 1, ballistic skill 3+, strength 6, AP -2, damage 3.
Shade of Twilight, in your shooting phase, this unit is shot. If it is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units, it can make a normal move up to 6. If it does, until the end of this turn, it is not eligible to declare a charge.
You're not charging them anyways.
You're never going to charge these things, no.
No. Like, strength 3 for their melee combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. This is a unit that wants to just snipe and run away.
It's show up, and if you're a big blob of something with only 1 wounds, like guardsmen or cultists, I'm using the strength 4 disperse function, and I'm gonna get bonus shots because I'm pretty sure if you have 5 models, you get +1, +2 for 10, +3 for 20.
I'll take a look at the blast real quick. Because I have the quick reference sheet right here! Give me blast. Give me blast. Blast. Add 1 to the attack characteristics of this gun for this attack for every 5 models in the target unit. Rounding down. Can never be used against a target that is within engagement range. So basically, if you're firing at a unit of 10 guys, you get +1. If you're firing at a unit of 15 guys, you get +2. If you're firing at a unit that has
20 is the max that I've seen.
yeah, 20, you get +3.
So instead of 10, it's 15 for the +2. Okay.
Yeah. But I think you can only add 1, but it says for every 5 models. Okay.
So technically at 20, if it's for every 5 models at 20, wouldn't it be +4?
No, it would be +3. Because it's for every, Oh no, it would be +4 because it's for every 5 models in the target unit.
Yeah, I was. Where'd the math go?
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, that's disgusting.
So yeah, they can clear out a pretty low wound, high body count unit, and a high wound, low body count unit too.
Yep.
And they could just walk 6 inches away after too.
Not a fun unit you want to be in front of.
Yeah, and I only have 5 of those. That unit would be devastating if you have 10 of them.
Fuck you.
Oh, did I tell you what I wanted to do though?
No, you didn't.
I want to take a 10-man unit of Wraith Blades with the Ghost or the Simmer Shields and Ghost Axes.
Yeah.
Put a Spirit Seer inside of them because the Spirit Seer he gets a Usher of Tears, so he can revive a Wraith Blade if you kill it, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw a Farseer behind them, and he's going to cast Fortune onto the unit on a 2-up, and it's -1 to wound them.
I thought that you had to have a Farseer in the unit for him to cast Fortune.
Not that I noticed. Allow me to double check that.
Because I watched a game and that's how one of the guys was playing it.
Unless it's just like an ability where he says pick a unit within range.
Data sheets. Fortune Psychic. Select one friendly Eldari unit within 12
Ah, okay.
inches of the
Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah.
If it says select, they don't need to be any unit.
Yeah.
That's just like Gilliman's, you get to reroll this turn. Which I can spam on Centurions again!
Oh my god.
Yeah!
That is stupid. You're gonna have that stupid Gulliman Centurion ball of death again.
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's wait for the Las Vegas Open to happen, and we're gonna listen to see what the Space Marine lists are, and we'll see what Space Marines do.
They'll actually probably bring Lionel Johnson a lot more often.
Oh, I made a Space Wolf list.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with Ragnar Blackmane and a 6-man Blade Guard veteran unit, because I can run and charge them with that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a 200-point Blade Guards and 105, so it's 305-point unit.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I still have 130 points to throw into this list. But I can't find the drop pod.
Didn't you give
Oh,
that
there it is.
away? Oh wait, no.
I still have a drop pod. That's only 70 points.
Can drop pod carry regular Marine Primaris?
No. I'm still pretty sure they can only carry regular.
I'll take a
but-
quick look. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can't.
Yeah. Like
Hold on.
all regular Marine stuff shouldn't be able to carry.
Because
Primaris, that's how it's-
because Land Raiders can now carry Primaris.
Oh, can they?
Yeah.
Huh.
I bet they take up 2 slots like Terminators, though.
No.
No?
No.
Huh.
You can't put them in Rhinos. I know that much. You can't put them in Rhinos.
Rhino too small.
Rhino too small.
Granted, the only Primaris I'm running in this list so far are literally the Blade Guards and Ragnar. Oh, and I guess the Blade Guard Ancient.
Yeah, Land Raider. This model can transport up to 12 Adeptus Astartes infantry models. Each jump pack, Wolfen, Gravis, or Terminator model takes up the space of 2 models, and Centurions take up 3.
Huh.
Centurions can go in Land Raiders now?
Yeah, Assault Centurions have always been able to.
So just take a Land Raider Crusader, throw in your Assault Centurions, and just walk out and punch everything.
Is it the cow don't kill it first?
Alright, drop pod. This model has a transport capacity of 10 models. It cannot transport jump pack, Wolfen, Gravis, Centurion, or Terminator models.
Yeah, no Primaris.
Nope. Never said
No,
Tacticus or
Gravis.
Phobos.
Yeah, so it can drop. Yeah, so it can actually drop Blade Guard veterans because they are not Gravis armor.
So you put Ragnar Blackmane inside the drop pod along with a squad of Blade Guard vets, and you just laugh as you watch the chaos.
You drop them in the middle of the army and just watch them go to town.
Drop pod assault. This model must start the battle in reserves, but neither it nor any units embarked within it are counted towards any limited space on the maximum number of reserve units you can start the battle with. This model can be set up in the reinforcement step of your first, second, or third movement phase, regardless of any mission rules. Any units embarked within this model must immediately disembark after it has been set up on the battlefield, and they must be set up more than 9 inches away from all enemy models. After this model has been set up on the battlefield, no units can re-embark inside of it.
Yeah, so drop pod down outside of 9 inches of someone. I walk them their 6 inches, and then I run them so I'm a ninja and I can.
So now the question becomes, because this is 10th edition, do we still do door rules where the doors count as the model, or do doors just not exist?
I think doors don't exist, and you go from the base of them.
That's going to be an obvious question that's brought up.
Yeah. Because that's gonna, depending on how your board is set up, I guess, to really limit where they can be deployed.
That can be really fucky, because I remember playing against a
Yeah.
Blood Angels player whose entire strategy was like he just dropped drop pods all over you, and then just said you can't move.
Wasn't that Troy?
No, that wasn't Troy. That was a guy named Jeremy. Really
Yeah,
nice
well-
guy. Just really knew how to take advantage of the rules.
Yeah, he sat there and he surrounded a rhino or something like that, killed the rhino, and all your guys inside of it couldn't escape because it was a perfect encirclement around it.
Yep.
So everyone inside the rhino was eliminated as well.
And then he would just look at you with a shit-eating grin.
That's mean.
Well, like, he played competitively, so, like, he knew what to
Yeah.
do. You can't fault him for that.
I don't. It's just a mean tactic. I commend him for it.
He has a really nice mustache.
Clean.
Very clean mustache.
Don't know if he has it still because
Oh, he still does.
He does. Okay.
Yeah, he does. He shaves it off once in a while, but, like, he usually has it around. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. He doesn't play 40k anymore, though, as far as I'm aware. He strictly stays to, like, X-Wing and Battletech. As he put it, like, 40k got boring for him.
I can get that.
Yeah, after you come up with, like, the greatest strategy of all time, everything else after that just kind of seems boring.
I know
Admiral
people.
Flucky. Who's Admiral Flucky?
Where are you seeing this?
From Den Hooligans. The older the military member, less calm they are. Look at Admiral Flucky. Or Flucky.
Eugene
Oh.
B. Fluky. Eugene Bennett Flukely, nicknamed Lucky Flukely, was a United States Navy Rear Admiral who received the Medal of Honor and 4 Navy Crosses during his service as a submarine commander in World War II.
Wait, did he earn it as an admiral, or did he earn it then get promoted to admiral?
I don't know.
Because officers getting the Medal of Honor period is super rare.
It's very hard because they don't see the field work as much anymore.
Well, it's not
He
only
completed
that,
5 war patrols on the Bonita, and after he was detached from the submarine in June 1942, he returned to Annapolis for a graduate instruction in naval engineering. In December 1943, he attended the prospective commanding officer school at the submarine base New London until January 1944, then reported to Commander Submarine Force Pacific Fleet. After 1 war patrol at the prospective commanding officers of the submarine USS Barb, he became the submarine's 7th commander in January 1944 to August 1945. Flukely established himself as one of the greatest submarine skippers, credited with the tonnage sunk by a U.S. naval skipper during World War II. 17 ships, including a carrier, cruiser, and frigate.
Jesus Christ!
In one of the more unusual incidents in the war,
He has a
Flukely
kill
sent
count
a
higher
la-
than the-
He sent a landing party ashore to set demolition charges on the coastal railway line, destroying a 16-car train. This was the sole landing by U.S. military forces on the Japanese home islands during World War II. Flukely ordered that his landing party be composed of crewmen from every division of his submarine. He chose an 8-man team with no married men to blow up the train. Captain Max Duncan said, who served as torpedo officer of the Barb during this time. He also wanted former Boy Scouts because he thought they could find their way back. They were paddling back to the ship when the train blew up. The selected crewmen were Paul Saunders, William Hatfield, Francis Sever, Lawrence Newland, Edward Klingsmith, James Richard, John Murchison, and William Walker. Hatfield wired the explosive charge using microswitch under the rails to trigger the explosion. Flukeley was awarded 4 Navy Crosses for extraordinary heroism during the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th war patrols of the Barb. During his famous 11th patrol, he continued to revolutionize submarine warfare, inventing the night convoy attack for Asterm by joining the flank escort line. He attacked 2 convoys at anchor 26 miles, 42 kilometers, inside the 20 fathom, 37 meters, curve of the China coast, totaling more than 30 ships with 2 frigates pursuing. Barb set a then world speed record for a submarine of 23.5 knots, 44 kilometers an hour, using 150% overload. For his conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity, Flukeley received the Medal of Honor. Barb received Presidential Unit Citation for the 8th through the 11th patrols and the Navy Unit Commendation for the 12th.
God damn this man.
Holy fuck! He died in, like, 2007. He was born in 1913.
Served from 35 to, what was it, 72?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this man.
He had a good life. It's okay.
They ran an orphanage in Portugal.
Holy shit. I think the
Jesus
only thing you can
Christ.
add to this man's story is that he was one of the Nazi hunters.
Nah, dude, he just fucking bows and arrows a guy outside the submarine.
Assault Intercessor Squad, Blade Guard, Veteran Squad.
Jesus
Furnace Squad.
Christ.
Is this man like the patron saint of Submariners?
I believe so.
He has to be. It's like the equivalent of Chesapeake Polar for us Marines.
We found the Captain Jacob Keys of our world. Minus the flood infection. Holy fuck.
And a super soldier punching his face in to pull out a neural chip.
Oh, that's sad. Now I'm sad again.
Sad, though.
Holy crap. Why didn't you run a Judicar when you played against me? You would have just rolled me even harder.
Because I didn't need them.
Like I said, rolled me even harder.
I don't need to make a spanking even worse, my guy.
You need to destroy your enemies and then T-pose over their corpses.
I don't even remember what the Judicar does.
So his new ability, he's got, Tempor Mortis?
Let me look for it. Let me look for it so I can say the name. Because it's fucking Latin. It's butchered Latin.
I'm pretty sure it's called Temper Mortis.
I hate how unorganized this whole thing is.
Yeah. But, yeah, while this model is leading a unit has the fight first ability, so put him in a Blade Guard, they're always fighting first.
Wait, holy shit, did they fix this?
What?
They refixed the download. The fast attacks and everything are, like, all organized. And the elites are all organized, too. What the fuck?
On the app on my phone, it's still just Elva.
Yeah, no, they fixed this. What the hell? Alright, yeah, he's been moved to the HQ slots. He's not an elite anymore.
Yeah. And each time this model destroys an enemy character model, until the end of the battle, add 1 to the attack characteristic of its executioner relic blade.
Hold on, what'll I do? 5k what there, my guy? 5k what?
you do if you reach 5K subscribers, kind of a thing?
I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably be very happy and then continue doing what I'm doing. Usually don't celebrate till like 10K. I think. Am I right on that?
We can Google it.
What do I do when I reach 5K?
Some people do 5K stuff.
I don't think it's worth doing 5K. But, like, that's just me. I'm weird. Oh no, they moved him back down to the elite slot. Okay. Where are you, you miserable bastard? I'm trying to find you.
Oh, with if you make him a Space Wolf, you can give him Black Death, and he gets the his melee weapon have anti-monster 4+ and anti-vehicle 4+. So you can, instead of wounding vehicles in 5s and 6s, you can make it 50/50s.
Yeah. Okay, so what about regular Marine guys? Judicar. While this model is leading a unit, that unit has fights first. Each time this yeah, it's Temper Mortis. Each time this model destroys an enemy character model until the end of the battle, add one of the attack characteristics of the Executioner's Relic Blade. Devastating wounds and precision. Okay.
What's precision do?
It means that on a critical roll, you can, if a leader unit is inside a unit, you can just pick him out.
Oh. So wait, he has that already?
Aramis, it's not subscribers don't get you monetized. It's watch time. We need to get me to 4,000 watch hours total.
So watch the YouTube videos, watch his streams.
Yeah, currently working on videos for helpful guides to get into Warhammer, like to get into specific armies. First one starting with Ultramarines. The video after that will be Tyranids, and then it will be Mechanicus and Necrons, so on and so forth.
Just basically going down the popularity.
Well, no, going out with release order.
Oh. I mean, those also are the most popular.
Time to fall asleep to boss. Pretty much, but it doesn't count if you're not actively watching. I don't think, unless it's just Twitch. I don't know about YouTube. But yeah, hence why I've sacrificed bits for Ko-fi instead. So if you want to donate, please donate to my Ko-fi. It's the link is right there.
For Twitch, it has to be in your first, like the first one of all your tabs, and it can't be muted
Yeah.
for it to count.
I don't know how YouTube works on it. I'll have my wife check it later.
YouTube's just weird.
You're on my second tab, so I don't know if it's gonna. You're only second important. You're not the most important. How do you feel?
Well, I was the second-born kid. Well, I was the third-born kid in the family, so.
Oh, on Dad's side, yeah. Okay, the list is now up to 10 points under 2,000. Here we go. That's fine. I have a lot of armor in this list now that I'm looking at it.
Trying to, like... Trying to let the camera to focus on this. There we go. Much better! There we go. My Terminators get red helmets. I cast YouTube to the bedroom TV all night long so I could sleep without night terrors. Aww. Well, I am gonna have to call it here because I do have to go make dinner for me and my wife. I'm gonna be barbecuing. She gets back in like 15 minutes, so I won't get that started.
Yeah, if you're gonna barbecue, do that right away.
Why is it supposed to rain again?
Yeah, we're supposed to get a thunderstorm for most of it.
Oh, well,
Yeah, we
fuck.
didn't get it last night, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, chat, thank you so much for coming. Please remember to donate to the Ko-fi. I am very poor and I need your guys' help more than ever right now because bits are no longer an option. So, I will talk to you all later. I am currently working on the Ultramarines guide video. So, I will talk to you all tomorrow night. Good night, everybody!